weird leg workout with Tully. I often talk about what to do when you don't get time to do a full workout. And I'm sure there's people out there who think he never does a full workout. Well, today I'm going to do a full workout. A leg workout, it's a weird one. It'll take me about 40-50 minutes. Got some challenging exercises. It's been about a month since I did this. So I'll be sore, it'll be challenging. I don't really want to do it. And I thought I'll do it for you guys so you can see how I get through it, how I do the exercises, but more about the mentality of doing something hard that I don't want to do for 40 or 50 minutes that I know I'm going to be sore for a few days from. So here goes, weird leg workout with Tully. So quick warm up, I never fuss around too much with warm ups. Do about 50% of what I'm going to do in the first working set. These exercises often take a working set to actually warm up properly. Just got to do the first working set, knowing that's not going to be your best set. Set number 2 is usually the best. So here we go with set number 1. I can't promise that there's not going to be a lot of old man huffing and puffing. So in the editing process, I'll try and get rid of as much of that as possible. Here goes the first set of Nordic hamstring curls. One of the toughest exercises I've ever done. Anchoring your heels under something fixed, and I'm going to lower myself down. And the only thing that's stopping me from hitting the floor is my hamstrings. So the slower I go, the better. Coming up is the hard part. Here goes. First failure. See, I just didn't have the strength to pull myself up with my hamstrings yet. Maybe the second set will be better, we'll see. But I'm gonna have to use my hands a little bit in the first set. Just that little push is enough to give yourself the momentum on the way up. 2 reps. 5 reps is all I'm going for in this first set. Sorry about the huffing and puffing. 3 out of 5 done. Four. Can really feel it now. 5. All right, first working set done. Hopefully the second working set is better. Far from perfect, but done is better than perfect, right? Second exercise. Second exercise is almost the reverse muscles of that first exercise. This is the reverse Nordic, and it focuses on quads, hip flexors, puts the knees to the test. If you haven't warmed up to this for weeks, if not months, don't try this at home. This one is particularly challenging. Looks weird. If you've been following me for long enough, you know I love weird exercises. Here goes the reverse Nordic hamstring curl. Got some padding underneath my feet and my knees. Otherwise it gets pretty uncomfortable. And we're tucking the pelvis under, squeezing the glutes, hips forward, and lowering yourself down and back up again. Cramping a little bit there. Once again, the second working set is often the best for both of these. 2. I'm going to go for about 8 reps. 3. And the challenge is not to hinge at the hips at the bottom point. Big stretch in the quads and hip flexors. I think that's 5, maybe 6, we'll call it 5. 6. 7. Keep those glutes on. 8. Right. It was hard, but it wasn't brutal. He says as he huffs and puffs. Third and final exercise in this workout is a horse stance. I'm going to load set 2 and 3. I'm just going to get the depth right in set 1. I'm going to time a minute, hold for a minute. Great for mobility, great for strength. It's kind of like a wall sit on steroids. I'll talk you through it. You start with your feet together and then you step out once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. 5-point horse stance, and we want to get low enough for that dowel to stay there, and we want to keep our knees out and our chest up. It's easier to do this exercise by falling over and lifting your hips. So the key is to keep your hips down, knees out, and chest up. Once again, if you haven't warmed up to this, this is going to be super challenging for any length of time, let alone a minute. I forgot to set my timer, so let's just challenge it. I'm going to put that on the ground for the moment. And can feel it in the glutes, in the adductors, starting to kick in the quads. And that will do for the first set. I'm going to load sets 2 and 3. So that's the structure of the That's the structure of the workout. Nordic hamstring curls, reverse Nordic curls for quads, and a 5-point horse stance for everything. I can feel it. That first round was about 7 out of 10 hard. The second one's going to be even harder and more challenging, but I'm here now. I've started. The mentality for me is that I might as well push as hard as I can, make the most out of the next 20 or 30 minutes, make it worth it. 1 rep at a time. Often that's how I see it. And today is one of those days. If you've got questions, stick them in the comments. My online community, Rebuild with Tully, we can dig deep into this kind of stuff, mobility, strength, workouts, but we focus more on mindset, motivation, goal setting. But there's a classroom for all of this kind of stuff as well. So if you want the link, it's in the description. Come check us out, come join us for a month, and I'll see you in there.